Hi guys, welcome to Truth Heals 1111 with your girl Chloe. I am going to be your spiritual reader, energetic seer, and we're gonna tap in what's going on currently in your energy or what is going on around you in your energy. I hope that by the time that you see this message, that this reaches you with hope and wanting clarity and seeing a truth in the situation. Now, I do not know what cards are going to come out. I will shuffle before I pull them. I did pray. I'm balanced, and I also have some spiritual downloads for you. Again, thank you for choosing Truth Heals 1111. If you need to send me a message or wanting to reach out to me, you can reach me at truthheals1111 at gmail.com. Now only take what resonates out of a general collective reading, and leave the rest behind. What does not apply, let it fly. In the reading, and gender does not dictate who is who, and sometimes even me, I'm unable to pick it up. It's the energy signature that a person, place, or thing is giving that I am able to tap in on and see. I love each and every one of you. I send you love and light. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, and we're gonna go ahead and let me tap into it. So the download that I got, it was a dream message, and I am unsure how to interpret this dream. In this dream, I was in a car, right, and I was riding with somebody, and the crazy part about it is that the car wasn't normal. What when it was like we were sitting in the back seat, right? And the person was driving the car, but the trunk and the passenger seat was in the front while the person was driving it. And this person had like luggage and baggage in the car, and this person was unable to see right while he was driving, or she, I don't know who the person was. I know somebody was sitting here driving this car, but because the trunk and the passenger seat was blocking his vision, he was just driving. And he was a little bit inebriated, right? And on my side, there was like a little area where I could see the street light. And as we were coming to this red light, I had told the driver we're coming to a red light, and there was a person there pushing a buggy, right? And the person did not stop. They were just driving, and they ended up hitting the buggy and crashing the car. Now, I didn't even do the research to see what that really meant. Um, but take that as that may resonate. Maybe if you want to Google search that. Be careful being inebriated in driving as well. That could be a sign. It could be a sign that somebody is being guided, being misled in the wrong direction. I don't know, collective. We are only just Google research. If you see the front of the car, I mean, if you see the back of the, if you're driving and you see the back of the car as the front of the car. Another dream message that I received, right? Um, I've seen a lot of people go through this door with me. Um, and the colors was like a soft color. It was pink. It was blue. It was cloudy. It was clear, right? We walked through the door, and I remember seeing the colors, and it was very peaceful. It was quiet. It was serene. It was happiness. It was love. It was joy. Um, it was like so many people just walked through this door with me, right? And as I was leading, I was like the first one to go through this door because a lot of people were scared to go through this door. Um, But see, I face fear. I like to, I like to see what's on the other side. When if it's something that I'm fearful of, I'm rebellious and I like to challenge myself. So I will face my fears. And so I walked through the door first, and what I saw was so beautiful. And then the other people started to come with me, right? And then I turned into a statue, right, as I stood at the door. And but I could see the people just looking up at me, right? They were like, wow, she's so beautiful, she's so beautiful. But the place that we were going to, where I was a statue, was like very, again, with all these colors. It was peaceful, it was joy. Even some people were like, I know her from somewhere, but I don't, I even then, I didn't understand that dream message as well. This week I have been getting a lot of dreams, a lot of weird dreams as well. Um, I seen people that were robots. Um, I don't know. I seen people that were robots, but they were also mixed in with human beings. So I'm not sure. But my dreams have been trying to tell me something. And I've really been on the go a lot, really been busy. But tonight I will sit and meditate to see what the spirit or ancestors or the divine is trying to tell me. Um Okay, Collective, thank you for joining Truth Heals. Let me tap into the energy. Let me see what is going on with you and around you, so that way you may have truth and clarity in your situation. Spirit ancestors most high, help me see the high and the lows. Give me high vibrational and low vibrational energy. Help me to see. Show me what I need to see. Show me. Okay, some of you guys ready for the New Year's? Yes. You're ready for the New Year's. Some of you are deciding what you're gonna do for New Year's, where you're gonna go for New Year's, who's gonna be there, what you're gonna wear. Some of you are gonna be going shopping for a New Year's Eve, New Year's Day outfit, and also getting ready to cook. Um, I smell black eyed peas as well. And sauerkraut and kibasi. Oh, it smells so good. Cornbread. Sweet yellow cornbread with the honey on top. I smell it. Um, what else? New Year's resolution. Some of you are telling yourself that things are going to be different next year. It's something about what you've went through in 2025, that where something shifted, where you had to make some changes, a lot of changes within yourself. Um, this year, in which 2026, you're going to take a new, different approach and a different action towards how you want the 2026 to look for you. Um, a lot of you are goal oriented, mindset focused on the new year. Some of you are ready to embrace the new year. 2025 was the year of the snake. It was the year of some truths coming out. It was the year of seeing people, places, and things for what they actually are. It was a lot of trials and tribulations that we've all faced in 2025. 2026 was like, we've been through it, we've experienced it, we've learned the lesson. Now it's time to apply action and moving forward. A lot of you are ready to move forward. A lot of you are ready to change relationships, change jobs, change, move. Some of you are moving. A lot of you are moving. Starting in January, there's going to be a lot of movements. A lot of you are moving and creating something new, or being inspired to do something new as well. You want to do something new. Some of you also want to um, embrace some people, places, and things from the past. Some of you have not seen somebody in a while, and you want to see somebody that you have not seen in a while. Some of you have went back to your old ways, and it's not working for you. You're tired of it. You're tired of resorting back to your old ways, and you're ready to embrace like your own new beginning, and how that looks for you. um I see kids and coloring, so you have kids, or you may be a child at heart. I see a lot of playfulness. I see like ice skating, being out there, seeing the lights, seeing where snow looks pretty, where I don't know what it is about being outside, seeing the snow, how majestic it looks when it snows. It's going to be dark. A lot of you are as well sleeping and eating a lot. You may be telling yourself that you are gaining weight because you're sleeping and you're eating a lot as well. That's all you may do is you go to work and then you come home, you eat, and then you go to sleep. You may be tired of the same routine that you have been doing, and again, you're ready to take action and make some changes for 2026. Some of you are really taking a look at your physical body. Oh yeah, you're really looking in the mirror at yourself, how you could be gaining weight, you could be feeling like you're aging or you're aging gracefully. Some of you missed a loved one that has crossed over as well. This could be a person or an animal. Something has crossed over and you're missing a loved one. You are um emotional, deep emotional, even though you may not talk about it. In your heart, you in your thoughts, you feel like you miss somebody that has crossed over into the spiritual world. Oh gosh, what else? I see somebody here working at a dead end job. You're ready for a new job. Spirit is saying your prayers have been heard, but it is something about you changing your mindset about um doing something new, or having something new. It's something about your mindset that's still keeping you stuck in a situation, or stuck at a job, or stuck at some sort of work that you're doing. It's your mindset. You need to change your mindset. What else, ancestors, spirit guides, archangels, and the known and the unknown? All right, let me shuffle these cards. Let me see what is going on in your energy. Um, why is it this relationship? I keep seeing something about a relationship. Oh my god. You're trying to make it work in a relationship. What, ancestors, what messages are you trying to tell me about a relationship? You're trying to make it work, but it seems like every time you guys are good, it goes bad. Or it's like good for a while, then it goes bad, then it's good again. It's a repetitive cycle. You're kind of tired of the relationship being like, feeling like you're in a cycle. Why can't it ever be about love? Why can't it ever be about like two people just holding each other down and building each other up to be a successful relationship? I don't know. Somebody is just tired of being in a relationship. Somebody wants to be alone. Somebody wants to be single. Somebody needs toiletries or something for their house as well. Something about your toiletries running out. Something, I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. Mm. Tie your shoes. Somebody needs to tie their shoes when they go out. Don't be mindful to tie your shoes when you're going out. Tie your boots when you're going out. Be careful. There's ice up there. Be careful that you don't slip and fall. You may fall and you're gonna hurt your back. Something about ice freezing. You going outside. Make sure you tie your shoes, because when there's ice outside, you're gonna fall and it's gonna hurt your back. You're gonna be sore from your back. Make sure when the roads get icy, or your sidewalks or your stairs, make sure you're putting salt on the ground to keep the ice from you falling. I see it freezing. I see ice coming real soon. Ice is coming real soon. Ice, something about ice and freezing, something really freezing. Somebody's cold. Somebody's outside in the freezing cold. Oh god, somebody's gonna fall. Mm-hmm. All right, collective, this is just a general reading. I'm going to pull the cards and we're going to see what comes out in the cards. Only take what resonates out of these cards. I'm going to tap in to see what the collective's energy is right now. Clear your mind, clear your thoughts. Remember, in my last reading, we grounded ourselves. We put our feet in the ground. We release what no longer serves us. With our emotions, with the water, the cups, let your heart emanate the energy of love and purity and passion, and then let the fire within you, your passions, your desires, your will, to burn bright within you. Even though what is going on in your energy, we're going to eliminate anything that is going on right now. I'm going to pick it up in these cards. And then with the air, we are going to use logic while balancing our emotions, because it doesn't make sense. Sometimes if it sounds logically, it may hurt us emotionally. If it sounds emotional, it may hurt us logically. So we have to make sure that each one of the fire, air, water, and earth is balanced in our blah, blah, I can't even say it. Spirit, within our plexus, our chakras, our system, how we move, how we operate, how we perceive things, and the people, places, and things. Um, the spirit is saying, be mindful of your circle. You ever heard that saying? You show me your friends, and I will show you your success. Some of you may be looking at your friends, your circle, and how they operate. Some of you may be tired of a friend or circle or group or something like that. You may feel like, you're just outgrowing the situation or just not making sense for you right now. Something about somebody's friends are not as successful as you want to be, and I don't know, it's something about you dreaming, you fantasizing some sort of fulfillment with you being the best version of yourself at the level of success that you're looking at things at right now. All right, spirit, ancestors, most high, give me the truth and the clarity in this situation. What is going on in the collective's energy or around? Something about systematic, something about something being systematic. Do you feel like you're being controlled? Do you feel like when you go to work it's all systematic? Do you feel like life is systematic? Do you feel like you're not happy in life, or you could be happy, but it seems like each week it's the same schedule, it's the same routine, it's the same thing every single day over and over again, and you're wanting to wake up out of the system. Spirit is saying wake up, get out of the system. Let's see what's going on in your energy. Oh. Spirit, ancestors, show me what is going on in the collective energy. Oh wow. The collective energy, we have the chariot. We have the chariot. Again, moving on, we have found through 2025 that we have experienced so much with people, places, and things, right? And we got tired of it, right? Either people, places, and things were playing with our mental, our emotional. We were over giving, over loving, overdoing. We were wanting to be a part of and be accepted, and be responsible, be accountable, but just some things just did not fit in our puzzle. This could have been something that I'm going to say me too. Um, I connect with certain things as well, people, places, and things, right, that I think are meant to be in my life. Um, but somehow, one way or another, people, places, and things kind of show me that maybe this is just, the reason, the season, or the lifetime. I recognize that people, places, and things could be a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And 2025 was about changes, right? What is it about me that I keep wanting to be or feel or think or do? Overplaying my part when, it just wasn't meant to serve me a greater purpose. A lot of 2025 helped me to see that it wasn't. even as I show up authentically me, it wasn't about love. It was about authority. It was about power. It was about control. It was about, people, places, and things thinking that they're doing something, right? When in all actuality, they weren't doing anything but showing me exactly who they are while seeing who I am. And this is why we get the chariot as we go from 2025 into 2026. It is now time that we step into who we are as people, as human beings, the type of people that we attract. In the past, you could have been the type of person that used to chase after the things that you wanted or the things that you thought you needed, or you used to have this idea about what fits and what doesn't fit, only to realize that it was never going to fit in your equation whatsoever. We're moving on, collective. We're getting in the chariot and we are moving forward into 2026. What comes after this chariot, spirit? What comes after this chariot? Show me what comes after this chariot. A test. Spirit is saying you are going to be tested. A test of your willpower and your faith, your knowledge and your experience. Have you learned through your experience, through your lessons, of what you needed to learn to make the changes within yourself to move forward into 2026? Some of you are Page of Swords in reverse. Some of you are about to be tested, whether it's going to be past people, places, and things that may want to put you back in another experience with it again. Um, Page Chariot to the Page of Swords in reverse. This is something that could have. Wait, let me see with the Page of Swords. Let me see before I say something because I got. I'm hearing all types of messages. Where you were at a job and you overworked yourself, right? And you got your paycheck and it was shorter than what the hours that you knew you put in, and then you had to fill out a piece of paper to get your hours, knowing, and then they still paid you wrong. Or the type of person that you could have been attracted to or you've been wanting to date, only to find out that they really didn't want anything from you other than sex and da 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 da, right? Or like, the things, right? Like you could tell yourself, oh, I want a diamond ring or I want diamond earrings, right? And then you work so hard to get these diamond rings and the diamond earrings, and it's still not enough. It was just like you were looking for something to make you happy, and it just didn't make you happy, right? But let me see what this Page of Swords in reverse. Show me the Page of Swords in reverse. My cards are flying. The Ace of Wands in reverse again. You are going to be tested, collective, whether it's people, places, and things. We got the Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's almost like your ancestors, the Most High. Yes, you're being tested. You're going to be tested to see if you have learned, if you are now standing on who you are. Like when you say you are who you say you are, it's almost like Spirit, the Most High, is going to test to see if you've actually learned the lesson. Have you learned from past experiences what is aligned with you and what is not aligned for you? What else, Spirit? Oh, Jesus. Again, the wheel, the wheel of fortune. We got cycles, collective. When it comes to life cycles, right? I've been through many cycles, right? Especially when I've been through abuse, sexual abuse. I've been through the cycles of being broke for quite some time. I've been through the cycle of being homeless. I've been through the cycle of not having a job. I've been in the cycle of being in an abusive relationship. I've been in the cycle of trying to make ends meet and willing to do anything and everything I can. I've been in the cycle of, family betrayal and friendship betrayal. I've been in the cycle of, having this mindset of growth and success and opportunities, but only met with roadblocks and disappointment and obstruction and adversity and things like that, right? That was me involved in life cycles with people until I saw the lesson in it. Wait, why am I stuck in the same situation, repeating the same thinking, the same behaviors over and over again, right? And then I said, okay, now it's time to do something different. So it was almost like, God, the universe, spirit, they put us in these cycles, and we keep repeating the same patterns and behaviors and taking the same actions and the same thoughts that just get us nowhere, right? And then until we wake up to jump out of these cycles and move into a different one. We walk away from it as a service, right? We close cycles. He, here, okay, somebody's trying to call my throat chakra. Hold on, collective. Oh, okay, I rebuke you, Satan. Return to sender. Um, the Wheel of Fortune. You know, people, even friends that you don't communicate with anymore. You know what I'm saying? They may call you up, hey, what are you doing? You're doing this, and what are wanting to be nosy in your life, right? Wanting to open the door to be back in your energy, but at the same time, you can't forget why you're not friends with that person anymore. Do you understand what I mean? Why you don't talk to that family member? Why you don't talk to that ex-boyfriend? Why you don't go back to that same job had already, what I'm saying, showed you what it was? Why not? Why go back to those certain things that kept us in a situation where we felt like we had to work even 10 times harder to get ourselves out of. So this is something about a cycle wanting to repeat itself. While you got this mindset of moving on, moving forward, it's something about a cycle presenting itself, wanting to put you back in. Um, and the Two of Wands, the Ten of Cups. Two of Wands, Ten of Cups. Collective, this is you. Now, nobody wants to be alone, right? Who wants to be alone, right? We always want a friend. We always want a family member. We always want a lover. We always want to share something with somebody, right? Um, because sometimes we feel like it sucks to be alone. I will say this. I prefer to be alone because I'm at peace. I'm not being disturbed. I'm more focused. I'm more determined. I don't have to deal with drama, stress, anything like that. But I'm not alone. When I am alone, right? If I'm not working, I'm self reflecting, I'm self aware, and I'm praying. I'm praying to God, the Most High, the universe, ancestors. Order my steps, right? When you want me to move in the direction you want me to move, I'll go. I don't, I get a lot of opportunities to entertain a lot of things, right? But somehow my spirit says, no, Chloe, you know what I'm saying? This is not right for you. Don't do this and don't do that. And it feels like that's my protection. Collective, whether or not you are good alone, to Wands, and if you don't see it within yourself, let me help you see this. The Two of Wands means that the world is your oyster, right? You can have and you can do anything and everything you want to do if you put your mind to it. But this journey may require you to walk solo dolo. Two of Wands. If you want the world, this may mean that, you know, your capacity of the mindset and how you think and how you move, it can only be fulfilled by you and only you. Your own journey, your own passion, your own sense of what success or what family like, what stability looks like, what passion, what you're so passionate about can only be created by you with the Two of Wands. This means the world is yours, right? Now, when you step into this role, right, the only thing that you will do is you will attract other things that are aligned with your mindset. What I mean is when you think like a boss, you act like a boss, you move like a boss, you give orders like a boss. The direction is boss mode. What you will attract is boss things. This is Ten of Cups. This is being balanced mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and even sexually, right? This is not you engaging with multiple people, but this is you engaging with just finding one person that's going to satisfy your need. This is engaging with having the job that you want. This is engaging not being in poverty or having a impoverished mindset. This is about you being faithful, faithful to the power that's greater than yourself. This is about you being devoted to the life that you've always wanted to create for yourself, right? This is also like believing, but not only believing in yourself, right? But believing so much that you are having the faith to know that you can manifest or you can put in the work to accomplish the life that you've always wanted. The Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups. I'm collective, I'm sitting in this energy now, right? I am CEO energy, single, sexy, successful, right? Um, I can't entertain a lot of things. A lot of things have to be organized, structured, things like that. Um, it's alone. It's lonely, right? I'm alone. I'm not engaging with a lot of distractions or anything like that. I'm staying true to who I am and true to the passion, the stability, the success, the foundation that I want to build. And it's not about, having somebody here to invest in me or me having to ask people, places, and things, oh, I need help. I'm struggling. Da, 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 da. This is me understanding that I am strong enough to do for me. And there will be a time, I do have friends, but there will be a time that a partnership will come into my life where somebody is on that same energy, same frequency, same mindset to match what I have going on. Um, so this is like what I'm trying to say is this is collective. This is not about settling in 2026. What we used to settle for, we can no longer settle for anything less than what we deserve. It is now time to stand 10 toes down on who you are, but also 10 toes down on your purpose and staying true to your purpose. And your ancestors are proud of you. They're clapping. They are excited. Um, Collective, you could have luck coming in. Somebody says money. You have money coming in, manifesting. You've been wanting something, you've been dreaming it, you've been putting the work behind it. Something is coming in for you, collective. What used to be will only be like you. Okay, whether it's people, places, and things that remember you, how you were from the past, or how you are, or whatever, whatever this energy is in now. Um, Here in 2026, something's gonna shake up. Something's gonna be different. Your money's gonna grow. Your mindset is going to even mature. You're gonna be more open to learning. Um, you're you're going to attract people that are going to speak life into what you want to grow. There are going to be people that want to invest with you or in you if you're doing something creative. I do see a project coming up where you and a couple people will be working together to build something. This is a great opportunity to invest in. All of you will reap the rewards of whatever this is. Um, but I do see, like, whatever you're going through now, it's about to look different in 2026. The same people, places, and things, um, they're not going to be, it's not going to be the same. You're going to be surrounded by different people, places, and things. You're going to have a new family, a new mindset, a new way of seeing life, a new way of doing things, especially when the world is your oyster. Mm. 7 of Wands. Some of you this year in 2025 could have felt really defensive, really guarded about people, places, and things. And what I mean is, like, the relationships with people, the friendships, things like that, right? We now understand that not everybody is, even though they call themselves a friend, they're not a friend, right? Even though they call themselves family, they're not a family. Even though those things that we thought are, what's glitter does not look like gold, we found out it was copper, right? We saw the difference between what is fake and what is real. And in 2025, we became really guarded. We became really like, okay, let me work on me because this situation is just played out on its own, right? And it wasn't the actions of what you did, collective. It was the actions of what other people, places, and things that they took to prove themselves unworthy of being in your energy, right? And so, you stayed prayed up. You're like, God, you know what I'm saying? Because they really don't know you, collective, and the things that they could do, that you would do if the wrong person was to play around in your energy, right? But you were able to discipline yourself and keep yourself balanced and not act out. You humbled yourself. You were like, the problem, I may have played a part in this situation, but I understand that I'm not the problem. And you saw the truth in the situation. You could listen to tarot, you got the truth, or whatever this is. You seen the part that you played in the situation in order for things to play out how they played out, right? Instantly, that put you on guard mode, that put you on trust mode. Let me work on healing myself, whether that's healing your heart, healing your finances, healing your mental, healing your physical, whatever it is. 2025 just did us. It sure did. It did us. And right now, I feel like a lot of us, collective, um, opening up our hearts again, becoming like, remaining who we are, even though the circumstances that we go through. The problem with the world today, right, is that, like, certain people, they go through certain things and that changes who they are as an individual, right? People will change who they are to fit in into groups of friends, or they'll change who they are to get the type of job that they want. They'll change who they are to have, like, validation, or to feed their ego, to feed their pride. They change who they are because they want to be seen as anything like that. Collective, we understood that we are not like those people that go changing who we are for anybody. To thine own self be true. If I can show up who my true authentic self is, right? And still be loved. I don't care if I'm hated by the world. As long as I have one person that loves me, and you know what? That one person is going to be me, right? I can have the whole world against me. But as long as I know I love me, it's just going to be me against the world. Um, so we know when we have people that love us, It's just us against, obstacles, adversity, any challenges, or anything that we go through. We know we have this tight knit group of just certain people, places, and things that'll keep us in alignment. And this is what helped in the healing part for you. You were able to stop trying to control um the dictation, the dictation of your life, right? Control how you see lovers, control what you thought love was, control what you thought the dream job was, or control the things that you want in life, because we know things can change at any given moment. Again, 2025 was a year of some shifting, right? We shifted our mindset, we shifted our energy, we closed out some cycles, baby. Those were some changes that we had to face ourselves in 2025. Um, this year was spiritual judgment. We all had to be judged for the actions and behaviors that we did in 2025, and there we go through something. We reap what we have sown. So if you planted seeds in 2025, you reap what you sow. Let's see. Show me Seven of Wands in reverse. Balance, temperance, balance. A lot of you are coming back into balancing your life again. You do not, it was almost like you had a reminder of who the F you are. And I don't know why I'm getting, because in my last reading I had that hourglass, right? And I heard the message where people, places, and things were out of time to make things right with you, to think that they're gonna play with you or anything like that, right? Collective, you could have been the type that have been through the most with people, places, and things, right? You could have allowed people, places, and things to dictate how you feel, how you think, how you act, you know. You may not have been the type to ruffle any feathers and hold back communication from what you wanted to say. You could have just observed and allowed people, places, and things to do them, but it made you feel some type of way, right? When it makes you feel some type of way, you're in your thoughts. So, with you being in your thoughts, right, you really took a look at it like, I know if it was me, or if this would have happened to me, well, it can happen to you. It could be you. And so again, there's a lot of trust issues. There's a lot of guardedness, right? Especially if you found out information where somebody did something to somebody else, you could say, "Oh, it won't be me. It can't be me." Yes, it can be you. It will be you. If something doesn't stop, right? And you were hoping for something to end. You were waiting for something to end. We were all waiting for this to end, collective, right? It ended. We've gone back to being balanced once again. Show me the temperance. Show me the temperance angel pouring into your own cup. It's almost like if your cup is running over, right? You're the type of person that could help other people, be there for other people, right? But if you understand that, like, if somebody's not pouring into your cup, you just can't do it, right? Because sometimes when you have a lot going on, people want you to pour into their cups, right? And it drains you of your cup, and when your cup is empty, there's nobody around to fill that cup back up but you. So in this sense, you kind of learn, like, who to give to, who not to give to, who to be around, who not to be around, what serves a purpose for you, what does not serve a purpose for you, what makes you happy, and what drains you. And I think for me, what I'm picking up is a lot of you were drained in 2025, where you were pouring into a lot of cups that was draining your cup and not reciprocating or filling your cup back up. So you had to learn as well what to pour into and what not to pour into. Show me the temperance. Spirit, show me the temperance. Baby, the Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Let me tell you about you. Collective, you're an empath. Um, when people feel pain, you feel pain because of what they're going through. It makes you feel some type of way, right? We don't want to see other people struggling. We don't want to see other people going through. We don't want to see, especially when people be like, if you leave me, I'll hurt myself, or if you don't help me, I'm going to do without, or, I really need you to do this for me because I don't have nobody else to call, right? As an empath, people play on your heartstrings, right? And by playing on your heartstrings, that means that they're taking for granted who you are as a person, how you show up in their life. It's fine that we help people, but we don't have to overly do things for people, right? Um, and especially not having to prove a point either. But the Nine of Cups means that maybe I can smell you coming from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? And because you're an empath and you're a giver, you attracted a lot of takers. And people take. But then when they get something, they don't ever give back, right? They just take their stuff and they go on. And then when they run out, they come back up. They come to you for the refill, because you were balanced before. It's almost like they know your heart, they seen your soul, they see how good of a person you are, and you have to be mindful now, not to allow people, places, and things to take advantage of you, collective. um it's fine to help people that want to help themselves. But to go out of your way and bend backwards just for people that call you because, they're in need or something. The lesson in that is sometimes people have to learn on themselves what it feels like to go through certain things and experience life to be able to fill their own cups. And as an empath, ain't none of y'all cash out me some money, so I don't even know how y'all over here over giving to these people. Baby, I need some too. Quit. We all need something. But can you imagine we hit that lick and we find somebody that has it, you know what I'm saying? And we know that person has it, and then we become like, I need. I mean, I wear them shoes too sometimes. Quit playing. Show me the Nine of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying hold back, save your money on your resources, whatever. Right now is a great time to invest in yourself. Whatever it is that you are doing, any money, creativity, energy, time, um, experience, wisdom, lessons, things like that. Spirit is asking you to invest in yourself. All that energy that you were pouring into other people, places, and things, to start pouring it into yourself. Mm-hmm. Spirit is saying start pouring that same energy you were giving out to people, places, and things into yourself. What else? Because I got the Four of Pentacles to the Two of Wands. Invest in yourself because the world is your oyster. Invest in yourself. And what else, Spirit? Invest in yourself, and then what? Quit playing. Spirit ain't playing with you. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. You may not know what tomorrow looks like, but when you have this mindset of investing in you, when you have this mindset of the world is your oyster, and to pour into you and hold back your resources, hold back your money, hold back your time, hold back your energy, hold back your mental, your emotions, hold back and just pour into you, you take a leap of faith forward. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to create, whatever you want to start. When you pour into you, you don't have to worry about the distractions. When you pour into you, you know what I'm saying? You start to block off those takers or the people that want to mentally, emotionally abuse you. You pour back into, can you come in? You've just worked a 40-hour work in your work schedule and you're tired, and then they call you because they know you work hard and they say, can you come in and work this 8-hour shift? No, you cannot. Even though the money sounds good, you need your rest. Pour into you and take a leap of faith forward. What else, Spirit? What come? Look, this is crazy how my board is showing this. So we got the Two of Wands, Four of Pentacles, right? And then by pouring into you and taking a leap of faith, you get the Ten of Cups. Collective, I'm already there. And I will tell you, I am very satisfied by letting go of people, places, and things that did not, so listen, I was giving of myself, right? Always wanting to see other people happy, always wanting that partnership, that love, that the money, the career, the this, the that. It was all superficial, right? And then at the same time too, I just, because I'm humanitarian, I want to help out the community. Let me save everybody. And then when I was drained from everybody, who was there to save me? Nobody. All the time that I had to heal, all the time that I had to find forgiveness, all the time that I had to accept was within me. I had to find that alone. And now, as I embark on my new journey of success in life, guess what? Those same people, places, and things that drain me can no longer come back. I get to move forward successfully. Let's go. What else? Page of Wands. Oh, Three of Wands. Can we say manifestation? If you can dream it, if then you can believe it, then you can have faith that it works. What is that? Faith without works is dead, right? We understand that we can have faith in something, but if we do not apply the work behind that faith, that we will not manifest the life that we want. That's almost like me saying, "Oh, I wish I was a millionaire." If I don't put in the work to become that millionaire, it would be just an illusion because I'm saying I wish I can be a millionaire. I can be a millionaire if I put the work behind it to become a millionaire. Faith without works is dead. You want the 5 bedroom, 4 bedroom house, and you have the faith to be in this 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom house, and you can see yourself in it, and you say, okay, within a year I'm gonna be in this, then you have to put in the work to be in that 5 bedroom, 4 bed. I mean, yeah, 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom house. Period, point blank. You want your money to increase, you gotta see it, you gotta believe it, you gotta be standing 10 toes down on your faith to say, I know that this is what's going to manifest for me. And with that, you got to put the word behind it. Let's see, what else, Spirit? Anything else? Oh, wow. Quit playing. Quit playing. We got the King of Pentacles sideways. King of Pentacles sideways. Okay. Be mindful. King of Pentacles sideways means that this can go either way for you. Things can go for 2026, depending on the choices you make right now. Um, so for me, right, my intuition, I follow my intuition, my discernment, right? I'm guided a certain way. Um, but if everybody has a gift of intuition and discernment. It's just being tapped into it. Certain things will block your intuition, like drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, anything that messes with the mind can throw off your intuition. Um, So be mindful of the choices that you make for 2026. Think about the choices that you make in 2026. Um, when you want um a lifestyle of living, right? How do you want that to look? Do you want it to be a healthy lifestyle to where you eat good, you sleep good, you're not stressed, you're not worried, all your problems are taken care of? Or do you want to be where your money is fluctuating up and down? You get something, you lose something, it's back and forth. You attract the same people, places, and things from like the same from that remind you of your past. It's about the choices that you make for 2026, which will determine whether or not you'll be a King of Pentacles upright or a King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, you can look at superficial things as being greedy and selfish, and you think money is the be all end all, and that type of mindset will only make you be in survival mode trying to get it. Or you can be upright and say that money don't make me, it don't break me, I attract money, I'm abundant. I know how to stack my money, I am successful, I'm a millionaire. And you can live that type of lifestyle. It just depends on the choices that you make for 2026. Let me see. Show me the King of Pentacles sideways, Spirit. Ooh, wee. I got the Sun in reverse. Are some of you still living in the shadow version of yourself? And what I mean by the shadow version of ourselves, right? In our early 20s, we were reckless. We made reckless choices, reckless decisions. But, as when I was a child, I thought as a child. Now that I am an adult, I understand that I have to grow up. I have to mature, right? There's an inner child to where I can be playful and do playful things, but at the same time, I have to think from an adult mindset. The Sun is reverting back to our shadow self, meaning, you know, let me sleep around with all the big booty girls, let me depend on my mother and my father to get me by. Let me let me let me let me talk or gossip about another person so that I can make myself look good. You know what I'm saying? That's shadow self. That's like, childish thinking, or childlike thinking. With this King of Pentacles and the Sun in reversed, if you continue to remain in this same childlike energy, being very immature, reckless, greedy, superficial, you will end up in wait, let me see. Because I seen poverty. I seen somebody standing on a corner with a sign asking or calling people for help and nobody wanting to help you. Yeah, look, two of cups in reverse. And nobody wanting to help you. With the same childish, immature mentality being in your shadow energy, nobody's gonna want to help you. Nobody's want you to be around them. In 2026, people are going to see you coming from a mile away. Just like we see, you know, when we see street walkers walking, right? We know what they're doing, right? They're street walking. This is the same type of how your energy signature will be seen in the world. People will see you or know of you to know that you're not a person to trust or invest in. I see poverty in your energy. So be mindful again. Be mindful of the choices and decisions you make in 2026. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Nobody is gonna want to give to you. People are going to see your actions, your behavior, your mindset as very immature. Nobody, who you thought of as people that love and support you, people we're smart, we're adults, right? um We know we know a dope dealer when we see one. We know a prostitute when we see one. We know when we see somebody successful, right? People are quick to judge, right? We when we see somebody, we look, we know, right? And it's about like people like their inner knowing of being connected to the wrong people, places, and things. So I think for me, collective is like I don't know if this is you or somebody in your energy that had a childish mindset. um but people are going to see anybody with as an adult with a childish mindset as immature, and nobody wants to be around. What else, Spirit? They're gonna okay. So Spirit is saying they're gonna be looked at as somebody that can't get it together. You'll be known as somebody that just can't get their life together. You'll be known as like a drama starter. You're messy. Um, who wants to be around anybody like that? You know, broke, busted, and disgusted. Knight of Cups, an opportunist. Knight of Cups. People will see this person, place, or thing, whether this is you or somebody in your energy. Some people will see other people as opportunists. People that love bomb. Oh, let me tell you how much I love you and I value you, only to come in and you know put you in your thoughts and your emotions and make you feel some type of way, throw you off what you need to be focused on. What else, Spirit? Non-committal. Three of Cups. This would be a person that, whether they cannot be a friend, they cannot be a family member, they cannot be a lover, they can't be the job that is with integrity and loyal, or these are things where people will, in 2025 and past that, we dealt with people that were just fake and phony, that were just non-committal. This still the same. Still the same. Eight of Cups. They'll come in giving you the story of, how things didn't work out for them. And, without you being a part of their world, things aren't going the way that it needs to go, blah, 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 blah. And, they'll sell you a dream, right? Collective, when I was in addiction, I could sell you a dream in a heartbeat, right? Quit playing. Baby, if you do this for me today, you can have this tonight or tomorrow. And then turn around as soon as you give it to me, I was chucking up the deuces. I'm out the door, right? Because I'm very selfish and self centered. And I used to think about me in addiction a lot. I was always chasing for the thrills and the things that I thought I wanted the most, only to find out that it was a lesson that I needed to do some healing work, right? These are people or person, place, or thing that will come back into your life, right? Now you've already experienced this lesson, collective, right? Where you've been through it, and you're tired, you're stressed, you're over it. You want people, places, and things to change, and they just can't get right. They won't change. They do the same thing over. Repetitive behaviors, repetitive actions. You keep doing the same things intuitively. You're telling people, places, and things your inner wisdom, your knowledge, your experience to help people understand and grow, and it seems like they're not comprehending. You don't get the message. Baby, guess what? These are the same types of people that still won't get it. You just don't get it. Maybe they like stress. Maybe they know that they stress you out and they may like that type of energy, or they just know like you have a heart and you'll give to them, or I don't know, whatever energy signature you showed up with people, places, and things, it feels like people are still remembering that same type of frequency you were on, whether or not you change for the better or you change for the worse. Um, People are still remembering the old past version of yourself. Um, it's almost like you're gonna have to tell people, places, and things, hold up, let me reintroduce myself to you because like they don't know you. All right, Spirit, what else? Baby, quit playing. I quit playing. Strength and justice. Strength and justice. Maybe that's how we're doing in 2026. It's got to be fair. It's got to be equal. It's got to be reciprocal. It's got to be where if I invest in you, I need you to invest in me. If this ain't that type of party, strength and justice, this is almost like if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense kind of thing, right? This is almost like, people be like, yeah, if you invest in this if you invest $5,000 in this Fortune 500 company, we'll invest $5,000 with you or on you, right? And then it's almost like, okay, let me read the you're like, let me read the fine print. Let me kind of see what you really talking about before I really do this, right? And then you go to read the fine print, and then it says if you invest $5,000 within a year, the company will invest $5,000. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be doing. You're gonna not be so quick to be impulsive or reactive, but you're going to do the research behind anything that you invest in, especially for 2026. Your strength has to come from what is fair. Um, it has to feel fair, even if it's in regards to like love, right? You don't want some relationship that where people just come and go, or it's one night stands, or it's like, people only seeing you just for a sex object, anything like that, right? Or even with family, family's always calling you because they need something. It has to be reciprocal. These jobs, you're slaving 40 hours and you're making what, 17 an hour. You want to make sure that, you're doing the work as much as everybody else in there and getting fair exchange. Equal exchange ain't no robbery. And the things, you're going to make sure that the things in your life are properly balanced. In anything that makes you feel or mentally unfair, you're going to make it fair. You'll do everything in your power to bring justice to a situation. Yes. What else, Spirit? Seven of Cups is in reverse. Almost feels to me like your options, like all the options that you could have had in the past are all played out. All the options just don't seem to be hitting right. Something about your options not looking the same. Let me turn this card over. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles left. Your options from the past don't look like your present moment right now. Your options from the past do not look like your present moment. Collective, we are sitting in this Nine of Pentacles energy right now. And if you're not there, this means get there. This means rock solo dolo. Work hard on your mental, your emotional, your physical, your financial. Focus on you and your goals and your mindset and where you want to be for 2026. This does not mean involving different people play like I don't need a lot of people to no. I need about one or two solid people to invest in me, stick with me, and I stick with them. We good. There we go. Page of Wands, Page of Swords. You're going to be looking in a different direction. Maybe something is going on where spirit is pushing you into a different direction, something going on around you. You are being pushed in a different direction. You may find out, or you may hear, you may see some sort of truth. Something may happen to where it's going to push you to make some sort of change. Yeah, you're gonna find out about a person, place, or thing, and it's gonna reveal itself to you. You may even ask God, reveal it to me, what you need me to see or what you want me to see out of this person, place, or thing, and it's gonna be revealed to you, and it's gonna push you to change. You would have been you're gonna be like you're not gonna be stunted. I mean, you're gonna be like, okay, I see you like taken aback, right? And you know what I'm saying? This is almost like when people go into shock when they be like, right? You're going to experience some people, person, place, or thing, and you're going to hear, you're going to know, you're going to see something, and you're going to go, like, what? Like, it's going to be news to you. But that right there is going to push you into, like, okay, now I see what this really was, whether this was from the beginning or what was going on in the present, something like that. But something is going to cause you to be like, see, I knew something you knew it all along. You knew it. You just wanted confirmation on it. Yeah, you knew it. You wanted confirmation. You were not really sure about a situation, but you knew something. You just knew. You intuitively knew something. Okay, let me see what your spirit animal is. I don't want to be here on here too long, and then I'll pull some clarifying life situations. And okay, let me pull your oracle card. Let's see some oracle cards. Let me see what is going on in your energy. Y'all, these are my roses because, we're so beautiful. Collective, all of you are beautiful. Remember, all of you are rose, and we can't wait when the spring comes out so we can start blooming again. We're going to be outside. Okay, Spirit, show me the oracle that you need me to see. Show me what you need me to see. What did I say? The truth hurts. Truth hurts. This says reality check, wake up call, clear eyes. Truth hurts. I told you, collective, you're gonna see here. I told you. I knew something was coming up. I feel it in my bones. Something is about to be revealed. It's gonna make you go, see, I knew it all along. You know what I'm saying? Now, Spirit is saying don't get out of character. It's may make you want to get out of character. Just when you hear, see, whenever you get this news or some information or you see something, you know um just make sure that you check yourself. You knew it, you were smarter than that, lesson well learned, and now I got to handle this situation differently. Uh-huh. Left on red. Left on red. Ignored message seen, no response. Left on red. What is this? This wasn't love. This wasn't love. This wasn't love. This says fantasy crash, truth exposed, done hoping. Fantasy crash, truth exposed, done hoping. I don't know. You always come back. Look, you always come back. This was from my shuffle. Y'all always bounce back. Like, quit playing. Spirit just said my family always bounce back. Ain't nothing hold us down. What this say? False hope, door left open, familiar pain. You always bounce back, and you choose me. I choose me. I said that correctly. What did I say? I choose me. Spirit ain't playing up in here. I choose me. And then what it says, only when convenient. So see, people been messing. See, people, places, and things only F with you when it's convenient for them. But what about when you need something, when it needs to be convenient for you? Ain't nobody around. No, ma'am. No ham, no turkey. No, thank you. Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas is up with. What? Let me see clarifying life situations. Spirit, what do you want to show the collective for clarifying life situations? Mountain of mastery. Mountain of mastery. This says ascend towards self realization and triumph, guided by the soul presence of the mastery mountain pathway. Collective, y'all are about to master some sort of path that you're taking, whatever experience, whatever lessons, whatever journey you've been on. It's now that you take your path, and whatever you're being guided to do. Baby, it's time for you to focus on that. Be here now. Be here now. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. Also, Spirit is saying be present in the moment, be aware in the moment. Stay woke, collective. Stay woke in the moment. You got to have eyes and ears in the back of your head to be able to see what is going on around you. You know what I'm saying? Be in this present. Stop being. Do not go into fantasy land and daydreaming and things like that. You don't get no money there. Be present in the moment. Be present in. Oh wow. Cavern of secrets to fantasy. What I say, collective? Oh, wait, I just had it too. Fantasyland. Get out of your mind a Fantasyland. This ain't time for Fantasyland. This is reality. We are going into 2026. People are sending, people are moving, people are growing, people are elevating. And if you're in Fantasyland, you're only going to get left behind. Cavern of Secrets. Cavern of Secrets. Unveil the hidden wonders within the shadowy depths of enigmatic secrets and concealed wisdom. Spirit, what are you trying to tell me? Some of y'all are holding on to secrets that you need to let go. Somebody spirit guide says you need to let go of those secrets that have been holding you back, have you in your head a lot, some sort of secrets you've been holding on to release those secrets, to let them go. Take the experience, the lesson, and the wisdom you've learned, and to take those secrets and to release them because it's keeping you sick, or some sort of secret is keeping you sick or stuck. S with an S. I'm seeing double S here. I don't know why I'm seeing double S. Sick and stuck. Stupid and stuck. Tide of transition. Tide of transition. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. Okay, collective, some of you guys are transformation, time to transform. 2026, baby. You either gonna transform, ascend, or you just gonna get left behind and be in poverty and lack and stuck and stagnant and always finding yourself in dead end roads and cycles and repeating same behaviors and actions. Something's got to change. Something's got to give. What do you want to give? Something's got to give. Something's got to give up. You just got to let it go. Time to let it go. What are you holding on to? You're holding on to pain. You're holding on to trauma. You're holding on to abuse. You're holding on to a lack mindset. You're holding on to a past relationship that you're still in love with the person, but the person is gone or not in your life. You're holding on to some sort of money you had that you lost. You're holding on to what? You're holding on to hope. Some of you are holding on to hope. Some of you are holding on to faith, hope, and love. Some of you are holding on to a power greater than yourself. Some of you are holding on to a mother figure. Some of you listen to this mother figure. This mother figure's throat. Whoever this mother figure is, she's always needy too as well. This mother figure is very needy and always trying to dictate what goes on. She always got something to say. She's always trying to dictate blah 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 blah. What's going on with this mother figure? She need to have a seat somewhere. Have a seat, ma'am. Or mother, father figure, young. Have a seat for real. Seven of acorns. Determination and stamina. Let me read the seven of acorns. This is the animal card that was pulled. Only one came out. All right. Seven of acorns says, this is the badger. Determination and stamina. Fearless badger fights for his values and never settles for less than he deserves. His manner of leadership drives him to stand up to opposition without backing down. Badger will help you seize the energy of determination to meet any challenges you're facing. In turn, your leadership abilities will begin to break through. Be prepared to defend your principles with faith and courage, even if it feels that the odds are against you. Take a stand. By facing fears, you grow stronger. Let nothing deter you. Certitude within yourself will steadily lead you forward to a bright future. The Seven of Acorns Collective, congratulations. Confirmation on the reading. All right, that's the reading collective. Okay, so this is just the first one. Um, I'm about to do two more readings. Check me out on Truth Heals 1111 at YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, notify a friend. I don't care, but my next two readings, we are actually going to dive into people energy. I think this was more like a spirit guide, ancestors, a divine universe message for you, collective. So take what resonates, what if it don't apply, leave it behind. And I'll see y'all in the next two videos. I love each and every one of you. Happy New Year. If you're in my area, we got a New Year's sober event coming. It's a warehouse DJ. Y'all check me out. I'm coming in big, bad, and bougie. 2026, we're not here to play with nobody, and we don't want nobody playing with us. It's time to be serious on the direction that we're going in life. People, places, and things that got dropped and left behind, that's where they got to stay. Yeah, and we have to move accordingly into the direction that we need to go. Um, Pray tonight, and when you're talking to God, why am I hearing that song? Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Doom, 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 doom. I don't know who sings that song, but ain't no stopping you now, collective. We are all on the move. I love each and every one of you. Until next week, I send you love and light.